So lads, we are back. It's been so long since I've sat down here, I've done a video like this. Close to Christmas now, and Newcastle United have their final game before Christmas with a game against Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup. Massive game. It feels good being back on the video grind yet again. Christmas decorations all up. Obviously normally in December we are filled with games every week during the week and whatnot, but the World Cup, as we all know, is it. We just finished today. I'm recording this on Sunday, and as you all know, Argentina have won. Whatever, the World Cup's done. Back to club football, back what I love doing. I couldn't sit here and do World Cup content, it's just not me. I wouldn't enjoy it, so I'm waiting until Newcastle are back, and we're back on Tuesday against Bournemouth. I can't wait to be back in St James's Park with a good atmosphere, not like the pre-season game we had on Saturday. But we'll look at Bournemouth, look at Newcastle. Let's get into the video now, boys. Right then, so Bournemouth, as we all know, obviously this is like the Eddie Howe derby as well. Obviously, as we all know, Eddie Howe spent nearly a decade at Bournemouth, transformed their football club, so it's always going to be a nice touch for when we play Bournemouth for the sake of our manager, but he'll want Newcastle to win today. As we all know, lads, we played Bournemouth already this season. We drew 1-1 at home. It was probably the most disappointing performance this season for Newcastle. I thought, like, obviously the game that we've lost this season against Liverpool, we didn't play bad whatsoever. Against Bournemouth we were just lacking something, and I think in that game it was Bournemouth controlled it a bit, and we're quite lucky to get the penalty. But Bournemouth this season, a lot of people vote them off. Obviously they haven't got a proper manager for a long time. Obviously Alex O'Neill's now in and done quite well, but they're sitting 14th in the Premier League table. You kind of sit here and slate them, and that they've done extremely well. 4 wins, 4 draws, 7 losses. Like, they're above West Ham and Everton and Wolves. They would take that at the start of the season, but in their last 2 games they played Everton, won in the Cup as they won 4-1, and then they beat them 3-0 in the league game just before the World Cup break. They've got a decent team, they've got a great togetherness, as we all know, but it'll be an interesting one. Obviously Bournemouth, I'm guessing not many of their players would have went to the World Cup, so they've had a lot of rest time and a lot of time to get ready and get ready for this game. I don't think they've had a pre-season game. Well, it doesn't say on the app that I use, but overall this season they've picked up some good wins. Ones that stick to mind, Nottingham Forest, I swear they were 2-0 down and won 3-2. Good draw against Newcastle, and they've done quite well. Like, they really have. So they'll have something going into the game. Obviously St James's Park's a massive journey for them, obviously all the way from the bottom of the country to the furthest bit of the country. They will be ready. As we all know, obviously the game was meant to get played on the Wednesday. Like, my ticket even says Wednesday on it, but it's been moved to Tuesday because of strikes, which is fair enough. We can't do anything daily to get back to St James's Park. But look at Bournemouth's team. They made a couple of good signings, but I felt they had to make that one more key signing to really cement themselves in the Premier League for this season. But Cesani from Feyenoord, I think it was, he's a decent signing. I don't think Neto's been playing that much, to be honest. The goalkeeper that they signed obviously was at Barcelona, played with Lionel Messi, the GOAT and whatnot. But it looks like Travis has played a lot of games this season in the Premier League, but Neto has played some games in the Premier League, has done quite well. Obviously Tavernier, really good this season. I think he scored in that last game against Everton where they won 3-0. And then Dominic Solanke's got a massive point to prove. And obviously Eddie Howe signed and wanted him to really grow in that team, and really struggled, done really well in the Championship. One of them players that are too good for the Championship but not good enough for the Premier League. There's a lot of them that we all know about, but I think he just needs to get a couple of goals going. One player I do really like for Bournemouth is Philip Billing, obviously the former Huddersfield centre midfielder. He scored against Newcastle at St James's Park, but I do really rate him. I think he's like 6'6", 6'7", really a massive monster in that midfield and whatnot. So he's done quite well. Obviously I think he's got 4 goals this season, so fair enough to him. But they've done quite well, Bournemouth, considering everyone wrote them off, being that like team where they would go straight back down. Out of all the teams that got promoted, they would be the ones that are getting 20th and going down. They've proved everyone wrong. They've had a decent season, and hopefully they can carry it on throughout the rest of the season. Let's speak about the Mags then. So then Newcastle, as we obviously all know, we had that friendly game on Saturday. It was a weird atmosphere, but I can't wait to be back at St James's Park to sell out on Tuesday night, so hopefully it can be good. I don't want to say too much on the team sheet because obviously they predict the team tomorrow, but we're looking good at the minute. With the players who are at the World Cup, will they be playing like Bruno? Obviously we'll all of them, Bruno, Nick Pope, Trippier, Wilson and Fabian Shaw. Who knows? There's a couple that I've put in for the predicted team, but I don't want to say too much. But we've obviously done very, very well. It's gonna feel so good being back and whatnot. But we've got to think as well. We've got a massive game coming up. We'll play Tuesday and then Boxing Day on Monday. We've got Leicester City away. That's not going to be an easy game. James Maddison and whatnot. Got to focus on both games. But at least we've got a bit of a break in that. Obviously we've got Christmas and whatnot. The players will obviously want to spend time with their families and whatnot. So hopefully we can get this win so everyone's happy for Christmas. Basically, we already are going to be. We're third in the league going into Christmas. Like, who would have thought that? And obviously with the takeover and whatnot. But if you said to me Newcastle will be third at Christmas with whoever we've got, manager, team or whatever, unbelievable. It really, really is. But who plays? It's a tough one because you don't know whether to just go for it. Because we've got a good chance of winning the cup. There's not many that big. I think Liverpool and Man City play each other, and there's Man United. The rest of them, we are better than every single other team. So realistically, I think we should go for the cup. Why not? Like, why not? We've done well in the cup. We obviously beat Tranmere, beat Crystal Palace on penalties. Why can't we go on a cup run? It'll be fresh. It'll be good, and obviously it'll be nice to get Europa League or Champions League football this season. So a long way to go. We're only 15 games in out of 38. Would I rather win the cup this season than get Europa League football? I'd rather win the Carabao Cup personally, but some other fans will want to have a European tour. That's just personally. It'll be nice to go on a cup run, and hopefully we can do so. Obviously we've got the vlog coming out on Tuesday. I cannot wait. The game against Rayo Vallecano was the most weirdest game I've been to. It was freezing. There was literally 2 chances in the whole game. Obviously everyone was hitting the families and whatnot. The game didn't mean anything, so it was just one of them. But still bringing 34,000 to a friendly game, which was brilliant. But sell out at St James's Park on Tuesday. If I've got to say a prediction, I've got to say positive. We're doing really, really well. I'll go with I don't know, a 3-1. A 3-1 Newcastle. Goal scorers, Willock and 2 for Miggy. Let's have it, boys. See you all for the game on, well, tomorrow. This video's going out Monday. See you all the next one, boys. Have a good one. See you all for the predicted team, which is going out a little bit later on. And for the game tomorrow, away the fucking lads.